we have a serious TYT Supreme Court for you today. It turns out, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Maybe. One of the guys who might have been involved in the attack against our consulate in Benghazi. Fox News has the report.
Tunisian national Ali Ani Al-Harzi was arrested in Turkey and is now being held by the Tunisian authorities in connection with the Benghazi attack on 9/11. He is described to Fox News as a suspected participant and not a commander of the assault. Al-Harzi is among some 24 individuals on a list of potential suspects who are linked to the attack through intelligence traffic, which includes intercepts, in Al-Harzi's case bragging to a close circle of friends, as well as surveillance camera video from the compound.
Well, are we buying it? Did they really get one of the guys right before the election? I'll tell you, conservatives, of course, aren't buying it. But let's go to the TYT Supreme Court here. Michael Schur is here. J.R. Jackson's here. Look at that. Our Middle East correspondent, Noreen Mustafa, also joins us. Guys, look, a little convenient. He's among 24 suspects. He's arrested in a very friendly country in Turkey. Yeah, buying it or not buying it? Let's go to the Middle East correspondent first.
I think this arrest is pretty small in the scheme of things. They made it very clear they didn't get any sort of leader. I think it's probably, like, the guy's not going to have a good time for the next few weeks. I'm sure he's going to be detained until then, but this isn't a political move. They've been investigating and searching for these folks. Having one guy out of 12, not that big of a victory anyway.
You know, I hear you, but J.R., I mean, look, come on. They were going to arrest somebody before the election.
Yeah, it was one of those things I wish I would have said it out loud, because I was thinking, oh, well, if it's the other way around, then we're going to hear about an arrest happening, and then we're going to hear about conservatives saying, I can't believe that they gave this fake arrest. But you know what? If people are going to be influenced by something like this before the election, I say let them get influenced by it. Because either way it goes, if you're that flimsy on things, I mean, I have very little patience for suckers anyway. So
yeah, I don't think people are going to get that influenced by it. So I think it's all in this.
But I completely disagree. I mean,
here's the thing, Michael. I'm not saying this guy isn't guilty as son.
Yeah.
Okay. They probably had him on a list somewhere, and they're like, oh, he's in Turkey. And Tunisia, that's pretty close to Libya. What do you think?
I don't buy it at all. I don't think that they would. First of all, the president doesn't need an arrest in Libya to make himself look tough on terrorism. He got Osama bin Laden. He has been tough on terror. He's been tough on Al-Qaeda. He doesn't need to have some sort of he doesn't even need to walk into the risk of having this look like it was trumped up. So,
well,
absolutely.
You're right. There was no mission accomplished sign. So.
Yeah, there was no sign behind it. That's a good
he
point.
didn't do a press conference or anything like that. All right, now Fox News has a different theory. They say, well, my God, we've got emails saying that we knew about the attacks a couple of hours in. In fact, here is the Facebook message they're referring to of someone claiming responsibility. Embassy Tripoli reports the group claimed responsibility on Facebook and Twitter and has called for an attack on Embassy Tripoli. So there's on Facebook, someone taking responsibility. They knew. In fact, here's Fox News talking about it more.
New evidence in Fox News that the Obama administration knew the Libya attack was an act of terror even as it happened. Fox News has obtained internal State Department emails. The emails showing that an al-Qaeda-linked group claimed responsibility for the Benghazi attack as the assault was ongoing on the U.S. consulate. The State Department and the White House knew as this was going on that a terrorist group with links to al-Qaeda had claimed responsibility, Facebook and Twitter, yet they came out with that ridiculous video story.
All right, now I'm totally going the other way on this one. Look, people claim responsibility all the time. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing, does it, Michael?
No, it doesn't mean a thing. People every time there's an incident, I'm sure this is like the 47th person to claim responsibility for Libya.
No, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure there's people falling over each other in Libya trying to take responsibility for this. I'm happy we don't have a State Department or a president that rushes to issue statements based on Facebook.
All right, one more conspiracy from Fox News. So they're not doing too well so far. It's a mixed bag. But the Nakula guy, the guy who actually produced that stupid Innocence of Muslims movie that caused the riots to begin with, I think he's got a right to do it, but it turns out he violated his probation, it appears, right? So he's been arrested since September 28th, and he's going to have a hearing on November 29th. I'm sorry, November 9th. A couple of days after the election, JR. Are they hiding him because of something I can't figure out?
Well, no, they're missing all their connections. I thought it wasn't because of anybody with this movie. So then if they are trying to hide this guy who made the movie until after the election day, then he has something to do with it, but we said he didn't. So
that's a great point.
Story are we going with? And they get the wires crossed.
All right, so the first one was a mixed bag on Fox News. The other two, totally wrong. Okay.